Hello friends and welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. This is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and today I am going to be looking at the content update on the forum that came out a couple of days ago. Now I am late to the party obviously, but really what I like to do is kind of talk about what they've done and what the information on this page means and quite possibly means for the future of the game. Now obviously, we're not going to get much between now or much new information between now and the beginning of the year. I think EA is going to let a lot of stuff play out, which I'm fine with. I think that's pretty awesome. They've given us a lot of things to do. The content calendar between the day that I am making this video, which is Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, by the way.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year.
And the end of the year is full. I mean, we have capital ships coming back. We have a number of other major events coming back, and I'm really excited to see that. Now, in this video, I want to do three things. I want to, one, go over the returning events that we will be seeing and what they mean for the game as a whole. Two, I want to talk about one specific bundle and speculate wildly as to what it possibly means for the future of the game. And then three, really talk about this what's ahead and what it possibly could mean. Now, all of the content that I will be talking about, or a lot of that I will be talking about, is wild speculation. So let me know what you think at the end of the video. Subscribe, like, and share this, because I'm really curious about your thoughts. So leave a comment as always. But let's go ahead and get started with the first thing, these returning events, and specifically the Daring Droid. It's cool that we see this again, returning to us. We knew that this event was coming out, but what I like about this is the Mythic event that came out. Now, for me, what I like about this is they've listened to the community. The Mythic event should be an event that is just a way to replay the event without, having to try too hard to be able to experience the story. I love that. I think that's awesome. And with that, I love I love the Mythic level, because it's still challenging. But if you have super godlike mods and your characters are all gear 12 and it shouldn't be difficult for you, and it should just be a fun way to replay the story. I love the cinematics for the Daring Droid event. It's a lot of fun in my mind. And so what I like about it is a way that they are listening to the community. In my interview with the lead developer for the game a couple of weeks ago, I asked, and a number of other people asked, what is your connection to the community? And they're engaged, and this shows that. I think that's really cool. Obviously, keep making your complaints, keep making your voices heard, because they will listen to you. Now, they're not going to probably listen immediately, but it's cool to know that this is something that people have wanted, and we're being. I like that. I think that's neat, right? So with that, we have the hero's journey of Luke Skywalker also returning later this month. It should begin on December 28th. So if you haven't gotten CLS before, hopefully you are building your team around. You are building a team so that you can get him. CLS is still one of the most meta characters in the game. He is a needed character. He is a great character, and you should develop and spend the time to get him. Even if you are solely in this for the dark side, guys. If you only like playing the dark side, you are going to need a light side team to be as effective as you possibly can, and CLS is going to help you do that. Now, I'm looking forward to replaying this event. It'll be pretty awesome. Again, if you are curious, you can check out one of my previous videos. It will walk you through what to expect. Really, you need all of your characters gear 7 or level 7 as high as they possibly can. If you can get them to gear level 10, that is probably the most optimal. But really, I think gear 9, you can still do it. And even gear 8, gear 9, you can still do it. But 7-star, you're going to need that. You're going to need them all 7-star. Now, what's cool about this is the first time that we have seen Luke return to the game. Now, with that being said, Now that we can start seeing Luke, we see how long it took Luke to go from brand new introduction of Luke to now. We can start seeing these other heroes events and start kind of calculating how long it'll take Rey to come into the game. How long will it be before Rey gets introduced? Now, what's also something about that, will they continue to introduce heroes' journeys? I've said before, I think the Darth Maul hero's journey would be awesome. I think it would take a lot of the different characters that we already have in the game and put them to different uses. I think a hero's journey showing the rise and fall of the Order 66, rise and fall of the Republic, or not even rise, but the fall of the Republic would be really cool. The rise of Anakin, the fall of Anakin, that would be sweet. A new Darth Vader would be introduced. That would be sweet. Not saying anything, but that would be a really cool hero's journey. Now, what we have seen with other modes in this game, or seen with other types of things in this game, is once they start creating content, they're going to keep creating different types of content within that parameter if it's successful. We've seen this take place with legendary events specifically, but we've seen it with a few other types of events in the past as well. So I'm curious to know if they have to be working on other heroes' journeys. It just makes sense. But the question then is, whose hero? Whose journey are we going to follow? Is it going to be a hero's journey or a villain's journey? A journey of redemption, maybe in the case of Darth Vader, and we get a new Vader. Although, maskless Vader would not be a character I'd be wanting to play for. But still, pretty sweet. I am excited to see this back. Again, guys, CLS, you're going to want to get him. Moving on, this special holiday Boba Fett bundle. This intrigues me. So note that this offer is only available via the pop-up ads and not in the store, right? So it's only available in that little ad that pops up. Now, I haven't seen the ad, so it's never been available to me. But my Boba Fett is gear, I don't know, he's like gear 10, 7-star. I don't need any of this stuff, right? What's interesting, though, why? Why Boba Fett and why now? Now, granted, Boba Fett is a fan favorite. Granted, people are getting new devices for Christmas or whatever holiday they celebrate. Hell, they're probably just taking advantage of Black Friday, Black Friday shopping. And they're probably playing the game for the first time. And what's interesting about this is they're introducing Boba Fett. Boba Fett, again, fan favorite. People love him. I think it's more than that. Now, I have no proof. I have absolutely no proof to this. But we do know that Han Solo is coming out sometime in May. I have to figure out the date. Boba Fett's a scoundrel. Solo is going to be a caper movie. Mark my words, you're going to see Boba Fett in the movie, or you're going to hear his name. He's going to show up in one form or another. Maybe just a wanted poster somewhere in the background. But I bet that is when we get our next Boba Fett. I don't know. Just saying, this could be in preparation for that. It could be. I don't know, but it could be. That would be sweet. That would be an awesome thing. I like the Boba Fett that we have. I think he's awesome. I think he's effective. I love him as a scoundrel. My scoundrel team is super great. I love him. Boba Fett will always be my lead. No matter what I get, no matter how much I get those other scoundrels up. Even in my alt account where all my scoundrels are geared 100%. I will still use Boba Fett. I will, as a lead at least, and especially in the credit heist and the droid heist. Always use that guy as a lead because I just love the lead ability. It's great. It's best when used or compared with other scoundrels who have explosive abilities, but still, I love it. But I'm thinking this is going to be one of those things that will come back to us later on. I think this is just one of the very brief, very minor, hey, we're doing a nod. Be aware of this. It's coming. Something's coming. Because why Boba Fett? Why Boba Fett? We have The Last Jedi just come out. He's nowhere in it. Sorry. Spoiler alert. Boba Fett is nowhere in The Last Jedi. It just is, right? He's gone. As far as we know, he may not be gone in canon. I'm still speculating a few things. I won't go into it. But Boba Fett, as far as we know, is no longer alive. last time we officially heard of Boba Fett, he was going into a giant innuendo. Anyways, but with that, I'm just thinking that there is a possibility that Boba Fett could definitely be something that is going to be important for the Solo events that surrounds Han Solo. Now, I do think also with that, definitely going to need Han Solo, start preparing him, and other scoundrels, maybe Lando, maybe Lobot. Yeah, I don't know. Now, I don't really know what's going on. I mean, in life, in the game, generally speaking, I don't. The price for treason. Now, I did a Google search. I could not find a real answer to this. If you look, it says the price for treason. Usually what this is, it's a subtle nod to what we're going to see next. What note or mark or what character we're going to get, what event we're going to get. There's a few different, I mean, and it's funny because I went to Reddit and one of the posts said Star Wars is littered with treason. And it's so true. I mean, all the way back to Revan and all those other characters. It's just, the Old Republic is full of treason. It's just full of treason. But I think this is more specific, and I think this is more now. I'm going to go on a wild speculation as to who we're going to get. What this little speck of information. There are 4 words there, and I'm just going to go ahead and say who I think this is. Rose. Now, spoiler alert. And I'm going to wait for like a second before I continue. If you haven't seen Star Wars Episode 8, this is a spoiler. It's not a major one, so you can go ahead. But again, if you don't want to go into the movie with knowing anything, this is what it is. Rose stops Finn from abandoning ship. Rose thinks that he's leaving and he's skipping out on the Resistance. It's not what Finn is actually doing, but that's what she thinks. So with that, I want to say that she says something like, "Oh, you're a traitor, right? You're a treason. You know, you're treasonous. You're a traitor." And if that's the case, we are going to get Rose. Now, people love Rose. I don't know why. She wasn't a terrible character. She wasn't a great character either. I think we do need more Resistance pilots. We don't have a lot of them. We also need more things. Now, this could also be Admiral Holdo. We do need a Resistance capital ship. Admiral Holdo, who is the capital, who flies the capital ship during the film, is definitely a character that could fill this spot. Now, she accuses Poe Dameron of treason, or vice versa, right? He tries to take the brig, so on and so forth. I'm still, spoilers, guys. If you haven't seen them, stop the video. This could be those two, right? Then we also see the fight between Finn and Phasma, right? Phasma is essentially kicking Finn's butt because that's what Phasma does, and Finn is a traitor to her. And so we could again see a form of Finn, a new form of Finn. I don't know. Those are the 3 that are possible. What's interesting, though, in the book Moving Target, there is a moment when Nien Nunb is talking with some people from the Empire, or Princess Leia is talking with people from the Empire, and there's almost a direct quote. Now, this is, I think, something I've seen before, and I've read the book. It's actually a really fun book. It's a kid's book. I mean, you have to really like Star Wars to read those kids' books, but they're fun, they're entertaining, and they're short. They're like $5. But it says, in this little section, it says, "Shut down your engines and prepare for boarding, or the people of Jaresh will pay the price for your treason." We could get a new Leia, but I doubt it, because this is circa A New Hope Leia. I mean, it's still when she's Actually, it's Circle Row 1. It's still when she's part of the Galactic Senate. It doesn't make sense to me that we get a new Leia. But could we get a Nia Nub? Right? If you guys don't know who that guy is, he's the guy with Lando in the cockpit that's like and he's also again in episode 8. He's in the background. We don't actually have any lines for the man, but he is there. So it could be Nia Nub. I'm not entirely sure. It would be cool because then he would be a scoundrel, and it's just setting it back up for the Solo film. It's connecting the two films, episode 8 and Solo. I don't know if he will be in Solo, but it makes sense. I hope. There's so many characters that I want to be in Solo that I'm just not sure we'll see. But with that, I will go ahead and leave. What do you think of this latest information? Are you excited about what's to come? You know, we are going to get a lot of stuff between now and the end of the year. And players, they're trying to listen to us. Hopefully, we will be able to use that to our advantage. So leave a comment in the section below. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. This is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and as always, my friends, stay nerdy.